And our top story, the Democratic National Convention has kick-started in Chicago. Democratic National Committee Chair Jamie Harrison and many more gavelled the convention to order amid loud cheers. Listen to this.
We hereby call the in-person portion of the 49th Quadrennial Democratic National Convention to order.
All eyes are on President Joe Biden as he passes the torch to Vice President Kamala Harris. In his primetime address to the convention, Biden is expected to make the case for electing Harris against Donald Trump, the Republican candidate. Reports suggest Harris is likely to join Biden on the stage before Biden, his wife, First Lady Jill Biden, and their daughter Ashley will ascend to the podium to speak about his presidency. The 81-year-old ended his re-election bid a month ago following a disastrous debate performance against Donald Trump that prompted longtime allies, major donors to demand he step aside. His replacement, Harris, is heading into the convention riding a historic whirlwind. Her campaign has broken records for fundraising, packed arenas with supporters, and turned opinion polls in Democrats' favor. While there is jubilation inside the United Center, thousands protested outside, calling for Biden-Harris administration to end American support for Israel amid the war in Gaza. Dozens of protesters broke through part of the perimeter security fence, drawing riot police to the side.
Anything you'd like to say, miss?
And for more on this, joining us is VOA correspondent Catherine Gibson from Chicago. Catherine, great to see you again. The last time we had you was the Republican convention and now the Democrat. Now, historic convention, if you can call it. 3 presidents to talk in 3 days and Kamala Harris to speak on the last day. Let's talk about today. The theme tonight, for the people. We know President Biden is supposed to speak. And so what can we expect from President Biden's speech today?
So President Biden is going to get a chance to speak to one of the largest audiences of this year to make the case for his vice president, Kamala Harris. Now, we all know that he weighed personal political ambition versus what he sees as the future of this country and decided that it would be best for him to step aside. This will be his biggest speech since he made that decision. He's going to be saying that Kamala Harris is the right person to beat Donald Trump in November and bring the country forward. We know that one of Kamala's campaign slogans is that we're not going back. And I think the president is going to be hitting a lot of those notes tonight.
Right now, Hillary Clinton is also to speak at the convention. What does the list of speakers tell us about what the party wants to convey?
Right. So it's a packed schedule this week. We've already talked about President Biden speaking tonight. We're also going to be hearing from former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who, of course, was the first major party nominee, female nominee in 2016. Even though she didn't beat Donald Trump, she did put that crack in the glass ceiling as that first nominee. Now she'll be here in support of Kamala Harris, saying that she will be the one to take that final step forward and become the first female president in the United States.
Right. Now, what does the convention mean for Kamala Harris? You spoke about, Hillary Clinton. She did go against Trump. Kamala Harris, she spoke about we fight, we win. She hasn't given any interview that comes before, and she hasn't even had a first debate. How will the convention be watching Harris, and what can we expect from her?
Right. So historically, we know that conventions give the nominees a bump in the polling. And we've already seen Harris polling very much better nationwide than President Biden. She's polling ahead of former President Trump in some key swing states, those states that are going to be key in getting the Electoral College win. She is going to be able to make her case to a large audience this week when she gives that convention speech Thursday night.
Thank you so much for joining us and telling us all about. Of course, we're tracking you, all of that's happening there.